Today we're spinning the wheel for Madeline 200 times. It's a max purchase of the bundle and all the gem-based spins. Let's freaking get it. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and this is my second time seeing the wheel for Madeline, and it's probably the last wheel I'll get of her before a new season begins. And I don't know if at the start of season 2 we're gonna get Madeline, or I think we're gonna get somebody else. So only a couple wheels with her before we move on. So I've got to get in the maximum number of spins. I have spent the 70,000 gems to get 100 of the tickets, and also I went and I max purchased the bundle. Now, when you go and you max purchase the bundle, in case you wanted to know the contents of that bundle, you have the following items that are contained within it. At the $100 tier, 45 vouchers and a bunch of these gold stars, which I now value way more than I used to. These I thought were completely worthless, but now that you can take heroes to 5 and 6 stars, these are a big deal. And in addition, I did confirm with VIP support that the 5 and 6 star buffs that you get in Season 2 and beyond on Legendary Heroes do stack. So if you have a primary that's 6 stars and a deputy that's 6 stars, then you get the benefit of both of them. They're additive. They add up. So that's a huge win. You want stars. 25 of the Goblin Market vouchers at $50. Then at $20, 15 vouchers, $10, 10 vouchers, $5, 5 vouchers. The $10 and the $15 tier, or rather the $5 and the $10 tier, are probably your best value in terms of dollars per voucher. And so now we can actually go and do this damn thing. I got 200 spins on this wheel, baby. How many tokens do I expect to get? I don't know, not too many. Maybe around would it be weird to say maybe around is 100 too much? Including all the tiered rewards? Maybe that'll get there. Let's spin the wheel, baby. I almost need to just hit the skip button. It almost takes too long to spin the wheel this way. And by the way, I used to be hating on this wheel for the gold stars being worthless, but now I'm like, OMG, gold stars, I want them so badly. So I am actually super hyped to pick up gold stars here, and every drop is now a live drop on this wheel, which is really good. My big criticism of this wheel initially was that the gold stars were worthless. Oh, hey, did I just get a full unlock? I didn't even go to pity for that. I almost got to pity, but let's freaking go, baby. Full unlock of Madeline. That's 10 tokens right there. Man, I think we're going to 100 total tokens. Easy on this one. Easy. Boom. There's 11 of them. 2 medals. Dude, I love to see the medals show up now. Also, speed ups. I need to be able to train troops to at some point place in the Strongest Lord. Did I? Hello? Is this the luckiest spins I've ever had? I just 10 spotted like twice in a row? Hello? That's insane. Okay. So we're on a roll, man. I already have like 25 plus tokens from like 15 spins. I mean, this is pretty irregular. I normally don't get this lucky, and the proof's in the pudding. I mean, you can see all my videos from Call of Dragons. You can see all my live streams from Rise of Kingdoms. I do not get this lucky with the lucky spots on the wheels. This is pretty cool. Finally, it's happening for Chisgule. Maybe. I mean, hopefully we'll get more of that. All right, bunch of mana and 1 Madeline token is fine. We spin again. And at this point, we're 1/8 of the way through all our spins. So we're really cruising toward getting those 100 tokens from a max spin at the wheel. Pretty easy here. If that is, in fact, I mean, the pace will continue to go at? Probably not. So here we go. We've got speed ups, tokens, 2 of them. One of them's a custom season 1 token. I don't yet know who I'm going to put those into. I haven't yet decided. I want to put them somewhere. Maybe I'll wait till next season and ultimately decide. I don't think the Season 1 tokens go anywhere. They just can only be invested in Season 1 heroes. That's my understanding of those tokens. I know there was a myth running around that like, oh, your tokens disappear at the end of the season, but nowhere in the rules does it say that. So I don't think they actually disappear. I think that's just drama. 4 tokens. Hey, let's freaking go, man. So I am inclined to use those universal tokens in a hero like Madeline because you can't actually get her from gold keys. So I don't really want to use the universals on gold key heroes at this point. However, we know that Kanara was on the wheel and then she showed up in the daily special offer. So is Madeline going to show up in the daily special offer sometime soon? If so, I don't know. Do I want to use the universals on her? Maybe not. I guess we'll see. I am kind of hyped for Thea, by the way. You know what would be a really interesting combo with all the shields that you get? Would be Madeline with Thea? If there were a flying infantry unit, I am predicting it now, that combo would be nuts. Ton of speed ups here, no tokens. Honestly, I'll take it. Everything on this wheel is a huge freaking win. There's another Season 1 token. Let's go. Okay, wood, whatever. That's fine. The resource I need the most is going to be mana, followed by stone, followed by wood, and lastly, gold. Gold is the one I need the least. I must not be training a lot of troops that primarily use gold. There's another S1 token. And we are now 25% of the way through all of the spins, which is pretty cool. I honestly would be happy even... I haven't done the math on this to see if this is good, but I need so many stars. If every spin landed on stars, that would be dope. It is funny how quickly my tune has changed from stars are completely freaking worthless to, oh my god, give me all the stars now. I'm actually kind of bummed I wasn't buying the stars for resources when I had the chance, because I was like, why do I need them? They're a complete waste. If you're whaling, like you have, I know, whale problems, I know. But, like, if you're spinning this wheel a lot, like, you have plenty of stars to get all the heroes to 4 stars. But then they add 5 and 6 stars out of nowhere. And it's like, okay, GG. Get wrecked, Chisgule. So, yeah. I will say my resource count was really low at one point. So, like, could I really afford the resources to stars? I mean, probably, but whatever. 2 more tokens in the bank. Let's go. Working on Madeline. Who do I think should work on Madeline, by the way? I feel like she is an amazing infantry hero. Like, probably the best infantry hero. I got a freaking 10 spot. Also, I'm 1 away from pity anyways, so whatever. But I feel like Madeline is an absolute beast for infantry. Like, the best infantry option you've got. And that's in part because she's got 4 skills for battling other players. And that's really all I care about, is battling other players. I don't actually care about behemoth damage. I don't actually care about... peacekeeping or any, like, when push comes to shove and there's another group that threatens your existence and the existence of your alliance, all that is going to matter is PvP. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. But that's my opinion. Always about the fight. So if that's true, she's the best infantry. But I also feel like infantry are a bit of a whale's play anyways. And this is also a bit of a whale hero because there are plenty of other infantry that are good. You've got Nika. You've got Garwood. You don't necessarily have to go for Madeline to be able to have some great legendary options. So I think she is in many ways not actually needed for most people. But if you are whaling and you go for dragon scale armor, like, I just think you've got a hell of a tank there that's going to be really, really powerful. And that's the play I'm making. I'm going to have my 1 infantry march. It's going to be Nika and Madeline paired together. I don't actually know which one is going to be the primary yet. I need to figure out more of Madeline's talents and see which I like more. It might end up being Madeline, honestly. But I think that march is just going to be absolutely wicked with the dragon scale armor. And a part of what I'm really hunting for in a great infantry pair, by the way, is a lot of counterattack damage and damage mitigation. And you may think, well, why is that? So the goal with your infantry march is for enemies to basically die on counterattack. Like, you want them to target your march, barely do any damage at all, and the damage they take is primarily just coming from the damage they receive just by virtue of hitting you. You don't even have to be targeting them, so that even if you're just running somewhere, you're wrecking the enemy. That's the goal, okay? You just are a freaking sponge for all the damage that would have gone somewhere far more important. But you're also not ignorable, because Nika's going to do a lot of freaking damage, man. And Madeline's going to be doing area of effect damage. So you can't ignore it, but you get wrecked if you hit it. That's the play. You've got Nika and Madeline. The alternate route here, if you're free to play, right, is going to be Garwood and Nika. And they're doing the same sort of a thing. Instead of shielding, which is what Madeline gives, you get healing from Garwood. And it's the same idea. I think that Garwood is not as strong of a hero for player versus player because he's got one skill committed to defending cities and strongholds. So it's pretty easy to understand why Madeline is a little bit of an upgrade. You got like an extra skill. But, if you're free to play and you're getting your gold keys, I don't know, man, unless you have a ton of these Season 1 tokens saved up somehow, I think you're not going to get your skills up enough to really worry about it too much. Now, do I think it is worth unlocking most heroes? I'm going to go with a big fat yes for like everybody. Everybody should try, in my opinion, to unlock heroes because at this stage of the game, we don't know when they'll be available next. So if they become insane and you're like, I have no way to get this hero, that will be pretty disappointing. Although I'm sure Madeline will show up other places. I mean, the developers want to make money in things like the daily special offer, and so they put more commanders in the daily special offer. Pretty easy to understand. So now we make our way to the halfway mark on our spins here. And I feel like I'm making out pretty well with my results. I mean, I've gotten multiple full pulls on Madeline, which is huge. And, the other tokens I'm getting are fine as well. So here we go. Boom. One more Madeline token. Fine. Stars are great now. And now we max out all of the tiered rewards. Totally cool. From here, we're just hunting for value beyond even getting tiered rewards. And this is where I suppose we're really hoping we get lucky, right? This is where we need to be lucky. But I am about to get to 50. So really any spin now, I'll lock in that additional 10 spot. And I've gotten what, like 4 or 5 of those already? Crazy, man. There's another 3 tokens. Here's my guaranteed pull in not this one. Oh, I got it in this one. Okay, great. 48. I didn't even go all the way to pity, technically. This timer should have 4 out of 50 on it at the end of this spin because the first spin I did was the 10 spot. So we should have 4 toward the next pity already. That's cool. We'll confirm that in just a second. Boom. 4 toward the next pity. Let's freaking go. And we spin the wheel some more. Technically, I don't know. I think I might be able to save these vouchers for future heroes that show up in the wheel, but I want to spend them all. And even if I was saving them, you still can only spin each wheel 200 times. So you could, I think, maybe save your vouchers. I don't actually know for sure. I've never tried to do it. And accumulate a bunch of them over time, buying them in a value-oriented way. But, in general, your goal should be, if you're very light spending or spending some gems, to get to the 10 spot. And I'll show you that in a second, because when you spin the 10, you get a solid 5 tokens out of the deal. I'm doing this all from memory, from Rise of Kingdoms, which is the game this is based on. So let's just confirm. At the 10 spot, you get 5 tokens. Yeah, confirmed. So this is big value. 10 spins, 5 tokens on top of what you get from the spins is just huge. That's really great value. It takes another 15 spins to get 5 more tokens. It takes 20 spins after that. Well, and you get 10 tokens. Hey, that's pretty good, actually. Okay. If you spend more, you get only 10 tokens. So it takes now, on top of that, 25 more spins for 10 tokens. That's a bit of a yikes. And then it takes 30 spins for 15 tokens. So 10 spins, 5 tokens, pretty easy to accomplish. All right, here we go. Spin the wheel. Yeehaw. Let's go. There is 1 Madeline token, 2 stars, then 2 more stars. Okay. I'm so confused. I'm happy about stars again. I don't know what's happened to me. It's just perplexing. Boom, gold. All right, cool. I can get behind that set of spins there. We are now 5/8 of the way through all the spins. 75 more to go. I think I'm certainly cruising past the 100 mark here. And by the way, my Madeline, I took her with tokens to 5511. And I actually tanked the Elite Dragon using a 5151 Nika and a 5511 Madeline before I even had the Dragon Scale Armor. It was pretty cool. That is a bad spend. All resources, as much as I like resources and needing them because I haven't been farming as much as I would like, whatever. I'd rather be getting the tokens, okay? And you may be wondering, well, why? Chisgule, where have your Call of Dragons videos been, bro? Like, what's going on with you? I'm in KVK and Rise of Kingdoms, and we've been battling pretty intensely for like 10 plus days. So Call of Dragons videos are on their way back soon. Don't worry about it. It's just really, really crazy in Rise of Kingdoms. For those that don't know, Rise of Kingdoms is the game this is based on. I've been playing that game for 4.5, almost 5 years now. And I've spent over $100,000 in Rise of Kingdoms, which is really almost crazy to say out loud. I'll have maybe a card in the end screen showing you the video of like where I did all that spending. And I'm already almost, I mean, I've got to be getting closer to like $20,000 spent in Call of Dragons. That happened really fast, but mostly because I rushed tier 5s. I spent $15,000 in the first month rushing tier 5s. And that was necessary in the server that I'm in because we had some really, really big fights that were very important. And we lost our first fight, but there was some weirdness there because there were people who were cheating that had used a bundle hack. I made a video about that. Card will be in the end screen for that one. So those cheaters, there was just a lot of them we were fighting. They got removed, but we still lost our zone 2 fight, even with all the cheaters removed. And it was just really critical we get a W on the board. And so we won our zone 3 fight, which was a big deal. I was like, man, thank goodness. I was kind of stressed about that. So I was wailing up to do well in that fight. And the weirdness of this game is that we had that fight, and then, like, that was 12 tokens, by the way. That was freaking huge. We had that big fight, and then it was like, okay, so what do we do now? And it was just like, like, we all wanted something to do. Like, the strive of, like, hey, you have to get ready for this fight was so intense for, like, the first 30 days of this game. And now that our Zone 3 fight's all done, we're like, so, what are we doing? Just gathering resources? And, you know, we're trying to set up some skirmishes and some fun things, but it's just not the same. So this new season, what I'm trying to say is we urgently need this new season. Like, we're ready to do something new and fun with this game. And we, you know, at the end of the season have reached a sort of stasis that's like, I mean, you know, you gather resources, you hit some barbarians, okay, some darklings, and, you know, collect your resources from your buildings, and, you know, that's it. Now, there are some events going on right now, which does mix things up a little bit, which is nice. And I will show you, buying the tokens for this wheel, the tickets, actually counts toward the recharge event, which is amazing. So I maxed out the recharge event just from doing this wheel. I'll show you that really soon. We got 35 spins left. That's not that many. We're almost 7/8 of the way through all of the spins here. And this spin is looking okay off the start with 1 token. That's nice. Then stars. Okay. From here, okay, speeds. That's fine. Then we get token. Huge. Definitely a good spin. All right, let's keep going. We got 30 more spins to do, baby. Let's go. 5 spins. And for some reason, I can't click the X on these alerts. That's a little awkward. Whatever. Alerts on the screen. Don't mind. We get 2 tokens so far. Speeds are good. Then, okay, more speeds. Cool. I'll take it. All right. You can't close out of it when you're mid-spin. That's what's going on. Now we're 7/8 of the way through, and we are guaranteed 1 more full Madeline. I must have pulled down like 120 tokens, but we can get the grand total at the end here. The only thing I won't have is the Season 1 custom tokens, because I wasn't tracking that before we started this. But we're going to be in a really good spot. And then, where do I put these tokens before the next season? I don't know, man. I actually don't know. 3 tokens there. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Very good. We keep spinning. I don't know why I changed my voice like that. Final spins. Come on, baby. Season 1 token. And boom. 1 more Madeline. Love to see it. All tokens. Give me all okay, stars is good. Stars is good. Those buffs are going to be really good, man. Those buffs are going to be really good next season. 2 times on the stars, 2 times on the tokens. Let's freaking go. Now it's just a matter of when we get our 10 spot. Are we going to go all the way to pity, or are we going to get it before then? Let's find out. I feel like I will have gotten, like, at least 5 or 6 full pulls of Madeline. I think it's maybe 6. That's like 60 tokens right there. Man, I'm freaking rolling in these tokens. Love to see it. All right, here we go on our way to pity. Not quite there yet. If we get one more 5 spin, and on the second spin, if it pulls the Madeline, that's the pity, I think. So there's one more pull. That's a token. And wood. All right. Give me that full pull early, baby. Okay, mana. Just teasing me right next to the full pull. Okay, so here it should be guaranteed on the second spin. So first spin, wood. Second spin should be the guaranteed. There's the pity. Okay, then the pity counter starts over. Awesome. We got there, baby. Bro, we're going to go put some skills on a Madeline. I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is much more progress than I actually was expecting. I feel like this wheel is just so much better than Rise of Kingdoms. It's actually, it's crazy how much better that is. So let's go now. We look at our Madeline, level 58. Man, it's taking me a while to level her up. I did want to max the first 2 skills before I unlocked the third and the fourth, so I did do that. And I got 136 freaking tokens from that, man. Wow. That is pretty good, and that's way better than when I spin in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, this is going to cost me 45, and then 45 again, and then 50. So we get more infantry unit hit points and counterattack. I am hyped for that. I really do want to boost the counterattack on this march. So there's 45 tokens, and that gives me some damage factor. And man, I mean, do I put the 4 tokens on here to get another skill? I mean, certainly for the video, I drop 4 tokens, confirm, and we freaking send it, baby. So that puts us at a 5-5-2-3 on my Madeline. And that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Now, weirdly enough, Madeline is a hero where her awakening skill is just not very good. It makes it so that when she uses her active skill, and then the shield from that active skill fades, she will now also reduce damage taken by 10% for 4 seconds, in addition to what she already does, which is dealing damage to 3 nearby legions. I feel like damage reduction for 4 seconds is just so minimal, but maybe gaining this resistance effect, reducing damage taken by 10%, is just so amazing on infantry that you're just really not dropping, you're not dying at all at that point. That's the only reason why that would be good enough. Otherwise, for now, I'm sticking with freaking Nika, Madeline, and pretty soon I'll probably bang out a video to do a comparison of the sort of talents that I would get onto a Madeline to use her as the primary. And right now I'm using the infantry tree. The infantry tree is so good on Nika, man. This tree is so good, man. I moved all in. There's so much to it. Oh, man. And you get extra counterattacks. That's freaking dope. It could be, however, that if we look at Madeline and we look at her talents, that the tank tree is really nutty. I just haven't explored it enough. But over here, you get 10% march speed, whereas over here, you get 15% march speed. I don't know, man. I do like rage. Being hit with normal attacks grants rage is amazing. Actually, that talent alone might be reason enough, certainly to go at least this far into the tank tree. When your legions hit with a normal attack, they have a 10% chance of gaining tough, reducing hero skill damage taken. That's really good. Your legion gains shelter when entering battle. Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather have something that's when you're hit, trigger an effect. That seems really good to me. In terms of other stuff here, march speed is always in style. However, hit points, and then when you're hit with normal attacks, a chance to increase your hit points is pretty good. Or you can get defense. Ooh, reduce your hero skill damage and take less hero skill damage. I don't think I want to be in the business of reducing my hero skill damage. Your legion gains 2 more rage when their unit count is over 50% and they launch a normal attack. Yeah, I mean, I guess. That's not amazing. Increase my attack, and when your legion launches a counterattack, they have a chance to gain keen. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't excite me. Increasing your shield received is just okay. Most of these talents are pretty mid here. It's actually really surprising. Your Legion receives healing, only 80 factor when casting rage skills. I guess that works for the primary and then the secondary. That's actually pretty good. Vitality's not bad. Your Legion takes 8%. Ooh, less normal attack damage. Oh, when you're really weak. Yeah, I'll have to play around with this and see which tree is best, and even do some testing. We'll have to see what's more performant. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. I will continue to wail like a bit of a mad lad moving forward. My spending at this point will consist primarily of going for wheels, and then also Forge of Light, and any other miscellaneous events show up, I may also go for. In this instance, we've got a holiday event running now, and I'll have to look into it more, but I didn't actually go in and buy the Sun and Starlight bundle, because at this point, I already have plenty of other bundles that I'm buying. Do I need this one on top? I don't know. I'm kind of managing now to my gem count, and my gem count is, you know, what I need to buy what I want from the VIP shop each week, and also to spin the wheels. And I don't know, with all the bundles I'm already buying, I'm kind of cruising. Now, the thing that's really crazy is with this holiday event we happen to have running right now, I mean, I got an additional 5 plus 10, so that's 15, an additional 25 non-season specific legendary tokens. Yo, this is insane. If you're spending in the game, the payback spectacular, this is the time. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And you should consider things like saving for retirement, having an emergency fund, prioritize your family, okay? When I spend in a mobile game, it's literally something I write off as a business expense. You still pay for it, but that just slightly reduces the taxes you have to pay at the end of the year based on your expenses as a business. So just be mindful of your spending. And if you want to see the videos I referenced earlier, cards will be for those in the end screen in just a second.